I discovered my wife was cheating. What I did next will leave you speechless. I always thought I was a patient man, someone who could weather any storm. My life was good, better than good even. I had a beautiful wife, a successful career, and a lovely home. In a quiet neighborhood, everything seemed perfect, or so I believed. It began innocuously, with something small that was easy to dismiss. Her phone buzzed on the kitchen counter while I was preparing dinner. Curious, I glanced over. It wasn't the usual text from a friend or colleague. No, this one was different. Just an initial. On the message read, asterisk, can't wait to see you tonight. Same place as last time, asterisk. Those words hit me like a punch in the gut. I didn't react immediately. I didn't pick up the phone or demand an explanation. Maybe it was nothing. Maybe it was a misunderstanding. But something deep inside me, a voice I couldn't ignore, urged me to dig deeper that evening. I asked her casually. She'll smiled, kissed my cheek, and dismissed it. Just a colleague. You know how work can be. Her response seemed genuine, but something didn't sit right. I wanted to believe her, but doubts lingered. I started to watch her more closely. It was subtle at first, the way she clung to her phone. Leaving the room, whenever it buzzed, my gut told me she was hiding something. I didn't confront her. Not yet. I needed evidence, proof that would erase any shadow of doubt when she was in the shower. I went through her phone. I know it's wrong, but betrayal can skew your moral compass. The messages were all there, dozens of them, flirtatious, suggestive, and unmistakably intimate. They spoke of secret rendezvous, stolen moments, and promises. Of more, my suspicions were confirmed, and the dagger of betrayal twisted deep into my chest. How long had this been going on? A year longer. I sat in silence, staring at the screen, my mind a whirlwind of emotions. Rage, hurt, humiliation. They all fought for dominance, but I didn't lash out. I wouldn't let my emotions control me. If she thought she could play this game, I'd show her that I could play it better. My revenge would be slow, calculated, and devastating. I started with her lover, L. I didn't know much about him, but a little research revealed he was a rising star in real estate, ambitious, eager to impress, and heavily reliant on his reputation. I began attending industry events, where I knew he'd be. Slowly, I insinuated myself into his world, played the role of a potential investor, someone worth impressing. Over time, I earned his trust. Then I began to sabotage him. A failed deal here, a missed opportunity there. I whispered things to his superiors, planting seeds of doubt about his confidence. Gradually, his confidence eroded and his career began to falter. The beauty of it was that he never suspected me. He thought it was bad luck, circumstances beyond his control. Meanwhile, I turned my attention to my wife. Subtle manipulation became my weapon. I'd move her belongings. A misplaced set of keys. A jacket that vanished and reappeared. Days later, little things that made her second guess herself. I sweat paranoia and unease, all while maintaining the facade of a loving husband. She was unraveling, and she didn't even realize I was the one pulling the strings when the time was right. I delivered the final blow. I arranged a dinner with her lover, Pozingas, an interested business partner. He arrived eager to secure a deal, but I had set him up for disaster. By the time the evening was over, his career was in ruins, thanks to a scandal I had fabricated. The next morning, I made sure my wife received a mysterious phone call, a tip about her affair. She turned pale as she listened, panic and guilt etched across her face. Finally, I confronted her. How long? Were you planning to lie to me, Amanda? I asked, my voice calm and cold. She tried to deny it, to spin a story, but it was futile. I laid everything bare. The texts, the lies, the betrayal. Her world crumbled before her eyes, and I savored every second of it. But I wasn't done. I exposed her affair to her family, her friends, and her colleagues. Her lover, already ruined professionally, was abandoned to deal with the fallout of his own making. She had nowhere to turn, no one to lean on. Months passed, and I discovered she had started seeing someone new, someone unaware of the chaos she had left behind. But I was always one step ahead. I planted seeds of doubt and discord, ensuring that her new relationship would follow the same path of destruction-revenge. I realized was not a single act, but a symphony of carefully orchestrated moves, and I was the composer, conducting this dance of betrayal and punishment to its bitter end. If you have thoughts about this story, share them with us. Your feedback helps us bring you more compelling tales.